All right, let's talk about what really separates the good teams from the truly great ones. We're going to dig into the architecture of accountable leadership. This is the stuff that builds high-performing teams from the ground up.
You've seen this happen, right? You've got two teams, both with talented people, both with the right resources, but one just absolutely crushes it, while the other can't seem to get out of its own way. So what's the deal? Well, more often than not, the secret ingredient, that X factor, boils down to this one powerful idea. It's not about micromanaging or working longer hours. It's about a total shift in how we think about ownership, and it starts right at the top.
Okay, so what exactly is accountable leadership? I mean, it's a term that gets thrown around a lot. So let's actually break it down, look at its anatomy, and figure out what makes it tick. Here it is, in a nutshell. It's a way of leading where there's just no room for ambiguity. It's all about drawing a straight, clear line from an action to its result. And somebody, a leader, stands by that result, good, bad, or ugly. You own the outcome, period. And here's why that's so important. When you know, truly know, that you own the outcome, you make decisions differently. You're more careful, you're more thoughtful. See, accountability isn't something that happens after a decision. It's a key ingredient in a good decision from the very start. And this just lays it out so clearly. It's like looking at two different universes, isn't it? On the left, you've got that world we all know and hate. The finger pointing, the confusion, the wasn't my fault. But on the right, that's where you want to be. Clear ownership, consistent results, and maybe the most important thing of all, a bedrock of trust. So we get what it is, but why is it so incredibly effective? Let's peel back another layer here, because this isn't just some feel-good management theory. There's actually some pretty cool science behind why it works. That's right. The power of accountability is tied directly into how our brains are wired. Behavioral economics teaches us that when we feel a sense of ownership, our whole perspective changes. You know, it's like the IKEA effect. We value a bookcase way more if we built it ourselves, even if the legs are a little wobbly. It's the same principle. When a project is ours, we care more. And this is how it all comes together in a team. First, it changes how people act day to day. You just get more care and diligence. Second, it fires up that internal drive, that intrinsic motivation. People want to succeed for themselves, not just for a paycheck. And finally, it makes everyone smarter about risk. Because when you own the outcome, you think a little harder before you leap. I love this quote because it just hits the nail on the head. This isn't a trade-off. When a leader fosters accountability, it's not just the team that wins with better performance. The leader's own credibility, their own authority, goes through the roof. It's a true win-win. All right, now for the part you've been waiting for. We've covered the what and the why, so let's get super practical. How do you actually do this? How do you build this kind of culture with your own team? It really boils down to these three massive steps. First, you gotta make your decision-making transparent. No more mystery. People need to see how the sausage is made. Second, you have to be crystal clear about expectations. No ambiguity, no guessing games. And third, you can't hoard responsibility at the top. You have to push it down, empower people, and encourage ownership at every single level. And remember that win-win we just talked about? Well, here it is visually. The results of building accountability are this perfect 50-50 split. Half the benefit is for the team, you get that amazing collective performance. And the other half, that's for you. It's your personal credibility as a leader, growing stronger every day. And really, this is the end game. This is the culture you're shooting for. You'll know you've won when you don't even have to talk about accountability anymore because ownership has become the team's default setting. It's just how things are done. So as we wrap this up, the real question isn't whether this stuff is important. We know it is. The real question is, what are you going to do about it? Look at those 3 steps again. Which one? What's the very first thing you can do, maybe even tomorrow, to start building this architecture in your own team?